Good afternoon, Toastmasters, guests, and thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Toasting with the Masters. Just a couple of weeks ago, I had the honor and the privilege of going to the 2013 Toastmasters Convention. So I am going to give you a little bit of a preview of my experience there. It was hindered slightly with some physical issues that I was having, so I was not able to attend all of the functions that I wanted to go to, and I regretted that. However, I did get to go to the funnest ones. So I'm not going to go in order. My main objective is just to let you be there a little bit, even though you didn't get to go. And I will start with our opening speech, which was Roger Love. And he is a very famous speaker amongst the famous, I guess, the singers, the elite. Did not have as well of a following with Toastmasters. I'm not sure if it's just as speakers we're not ready for his trainings yet, or we just don't know him. I happen to know him, so I was excited. I think I may have been the only one standing and screaming like a fool when he came on the stage. He led us through some exercises for our voice, and he talked about tonality, and he talked about melody. So a bit of his exercises included things like gug, 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 and mum, 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 mum. He talked about how in the singer's world, we talk about our low voice, which when we all talk, it gets all fuzzy and low, and we talk about our head voice, and that's when it's kind of all up in here. Well, his main thing, and I guess this is what made him famous in his community, was there's a middle voice, and that's where we are in a higher tone of voice, but we're not up here. We're just emphasizing this middle range voice, which most singers at that point had not done. Speakers are now becoming aware of him, and they're learning and they're gleaning a lot from his work. So if you do have a chance to learn from him, I would highly recommend it. He also talked about melody and how if we talk just in one tone like this, it can get quite boring. I'm sure Jared may have had a teacher or two who has lectured like this. So he talks about melody and how that takes us through. Another wonderful event was the Golden Gavel Awards. Susan Kane was our speaker for that, and she discussed introvert versus extrovert. Now, a lot of people there raised their hands that they were introverts. I don't believe it. But it was a very interesting speech, and it talked about how if you're an introvert, how you can use that to your advantage, and if you're an extrovert, how you can be more receptive and empathetic to introverts. And the dinner was amazing. Everyone was dressed in their local garb. So the women were dressed in just beautiful gowns. The men in I don't know the names for all of these, but they had full garb for each country as they came into the room. They were just stunning. The colors were bold, bright, lots of flair. The hair was perfect. The atmosphere was bright and cheery, and everyone was just excited to be there. Another wonderful event was the dinner, the reception, or the ball. And that was just fun. We did have a long speech. I've heard they can go on till 10 or so at night. Luckily ours was just a nice hour or so, and it was I don't even know what it was actually. I was looking so forward to the dancing that there's dancing? Oh my gosh, I'll just do one. No, I think I took a 5-minute break during the dancing at one point. Went out and got some water. I wasn't even drinking. That's the amazing part. No, I thought I would want to drink to dance, but no. Everyone got to dancing. in our group, we had several people who were kind of shy to dance, but it didn't take long before they got out there. And it was just a time of joy and camaraderie. And these people, just the sense of community at a Toastmasters meeting, I don't know how to describe it to you. I'll give it my best shot because it's loving, which was, I think, the most surprising aspect for me. Everybody there cared that you were there. Everybody there cared what your story was. They wanted to get to know you. And it was a really awakening moment when I realized that I'm not just going there to get training so I can get on with my business and be a better speaker. I actually went there and made connections with people, not thinking, oh, how can they help me? But thinking, this person's a really nice person. And I even made a couple of friends that I know that I'll have for when I'm 60, when I'm 80, I can call these people. So if you can go to a Toastmasters convention, I recommend it. It's just a joy. And you'll learn a lot and you'll have a lot of fun. And if you ever get the opportunity to toast with the masters, please do it. Thank you.